Hello, everyone. Those here in person and those attending virtually. I'm Orrin Hercules, your greeter for today. And welcome to Unity in Harlem, Grand Rising Sunday Worship, August 31st service. Today we celebrate the glorious transforming power of God, and we here at Unity in Harlem offer you a place to rededicate yourself and you. Unity in Harlem is located at 318 West 139th Street in Harlem. Unity in Harlem is an open, inclusive, diverse, welcoming, spiritual community that sees each person as a creation of the divine spirit. Through the study of metaphysical interpretation of the Bible and other sacred literature, you are invited to discover your own divinity. The order of service today is as follows. An open celebration song, Yes, I Am, by our vocalist, Marie Poncé, followed by Unity in Harlem's affirmation. We then prepare for meditation with a song sung by Marie. My dedication here, I am, Lord, use me. Followed by the meditation. And today, after that is the talk for today, which is on your mark, on your march, get set, go, your treasure, followed by a musical interlude. Then prayer requests and offering. Next is the announcements, which I will return to deliver. Next will be the Song of Inspiration by Marie, entitled My Dedication. And to the conclusion of our service, we have the prayer of protection and the peace song. And with that, I ask Marie to grace us with her welcome opening celebration song. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Orrin Hercules. And thank you all for being here today. Everybody say, I am love. I am here to serve. I am here to learn. I am here to live. I am here to be. The gifts of the Spirit are love, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. And just like that, we're going to celebrate the gifts with this song, Yes, I Am, by Daniel Namad. And yes, everybody, it's in your program. If you want to stand to your feet, you can. Why don't you do that? We're going to the Delta Blues with this one. I don't think Daniel thought about this one this way, but we do in Harlem. Here we go. And we're going to sing Yes, I Am to Love to start. Here we go. Yes, I am here to love. Yes, I am here to serve. Yes, I am here to learn. Yes, I am here to live. Yes, I am here to be the love of God. Oh, that was so good. Let's do it again. Yes, I am here to love. Yes, I am here to serve. Yes, I am here to learn. Yes, I am here to live. Yes, I am here to be the love of God, my God. And I know forevermore that I am loved. I know forevermore that I am loved. Yes, I am here to be the love of God, my God. Yes, I am here to love. Yes, I am here to serve. Yes, I am here to learn. Yes, I am here to live. Yes, I am here to be the love of God. Yes, I am here to love. Yes, I am here to serve. Yes, I am here to learn. Yes, I am here to live. Yes, I am here to be the love of God, my God. Yeah. All right, 12 bar blues and Unity in Harlem. Wasn't that fun? All right, everybody was singing and whooping it up out there. I love it. I love it, you guys. You too. All right, now let's welcome Bob, my darling, Bob Poncé, and my namesake for a good reason. Bob Poncé to share with us the unity affirmation.
Isaiah 55 verse 11 says, "So shall my word be that goes out from my mouth. It shall not return to me empty, but it shall accomplish that which I purpose, and shall succeed in the thing for which I sent it." Unity affirmations speak to the power of our words, and particularly the power of I am. And so we say this affirmation every Sunday to affirm our divine nature. The words are on the screen, and I invite you to say them with me. I am an abundant, radiating center of God's love and light for peace, healing, and inner truth for all.
And now, as we prepare for our meditation, we remember that we have a God, just like Peter was out in the water and he stepped right out on the water and at first didn't have faith, but then he did. And then something amazing happened. That's what this song is all about, oceans, our Peter moments in our lives. When we just need to step right out and try something. Take one step and the next will follow, right? Oceans. Okay. Can you start that again? Because it's a different track than when I was using. I have to come in immediately. Call me out upon the waters, the great unknown, where feet may fail. And there I find you in the mystery, in oceans deep, my faith will stand. Look upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul rests in your embrace. For I am yours, you are mine. You are mine. Your grace. Your grace abounds in deepest waters. Your sovereign hand will be my God. Feet may fail and fear surrounds me. Never fail, and you won't stop now. No one on your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul rests in your embrace. But I am yours, you are mine. You are mine. You're mine. And I am yours, O God. Amen, amen, amen. Great leader. Beware, my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters, wherever you would lead me. Come deeper than my feet will ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Lord. Beyond the waters of my life. Oh. Just think about that. I think that thing that the treasure you want to unfold, that you love to just step out on the waters, step out on your faith, just have it happen and do it where you were resistant before. Just think about that for a moment. An all-powerful God, always there, always knowing, always present and powerful. I'd like to just welcome Reverend Carol J. Hunt to the podium for our meditation.
Thank you, Marie. We prepare now for a time of relaxation and quiet. We rid ourselves of anything that's in our hands. We close our eyes. We become conscious of our breathing. And in the process of our breathing, we become very conscious of the many thoughts that continue to come and go. We let them come and go. And as we continue to breathe in and breathe out, our thoughts begin to calm down. Begin to be a little slower and less important in the moment. We set them aside. Put them aside just for the moment. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in deeply. Exhale fully. Breathe in deeply again. And exhale fully. Feel yourself becoming more quiet, more still. Allow yourself these few moments of quiet. Releasing all cares, responsibilities, concerns in the moment. Become conscious of your body and breathe in the breath of life and exhale to those places in your body you want to relax. Breathe into them. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Think about your feelings, your emotions. Do the same. Breathe into them. Exhale. Relax them. Inhale to your feelings, your emotions. Exhale. Relax. Once more. Breathe in deeply. Exhale fully. Now take a deep breath and hold the breath. Hold the breath for 5. Exhale the breath for 7. Once more, breathe in deeply. Hold the breath. Hold for 5. Exhale for 7. You feel quiet. You feel relaxed. You feel still. Open your heart. Let your heart be open to the yes that you are. Yes, you are God's child, fully divine, fully capable, fully aware, full of the presence of spirit. Open your heart. Let that spirit flow forth into all the parts of your world that needs healing. Heal those parts of your world in your way from the divine of yourself. See compassion flow forth. See harmony flow forth. See forgiveness flow forth. See the good of the presence of spirit everywhere present. Flow forth from your open heart to heal every place, any place in your world. Stand in the center of that healing presence. For you are that presence you want to see and be in your world. Open your heart even more. Open your heart. Feel the presence as you heal, complete, and whole. still feeling quiet and still, you begin to feel yourself in this place, sitting on your chair, surrounded in this room. You breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in deeply. Exhale. Breathe in deeply. Exhale. Be present right now, feeling refreshed, renewed, open, and receptive to all the good that flows forth now. In the name and in the nature of the divine Christ within. Amen. Hello to everyone present and those who are listening in today. We come to the close of the month of August. And the beginning of a season of autumn and change. The closing topic for today is your treasure. The topic is right for me in that for the month of August, away, I received so many treasures. I can't begin to talk about them all, or at least talk about them in a way that would make sense to you. The names of them I can't pronounce. The feelings, of course, remain. And today I want to share part 2 of some of those treasures from those 11 days. So after a month of thinking about the end of summer and the beginning of autumn, here at Unity in Harlem and talks by Reverend Toro and Reverend Withers. This weekend, Labor Day weekend, as they call it, truly signals moving from one season of life to another. And so, as I was saying, I have many treasures, but you have treasures too. What treasures will you take with you from this season of summer and move into autumn? Are you ready to go get, march, go get, and are you set to go forward? So today's talk is really all about taking time to reflect back on your summer, as I will take a moment to reflect on a period of my summer. But when I do this, I want you to do what I'm going to do, and that is to not just think about it, but think about it in terms of your senses, the 5 senses: sight, sound, touch, smell, and taste. Now, I'm not going to say I'm addressing all 5 of them when I speak, but I am saying that I found that senses is what builds and remains. I may forget the name of the statue, or better yet, I can't pronounce the name of the statue, or the temple, or the street, or the subway stop. But the feelings are definitely there. They don't go anywhere. So I have them with me. Ongoing, and how they have affected me. These senses, and I hope you will do the same thing now if you can, or certainly take a moment for those highlights over the summer and see them through the lens of your 5 senses. It is important to remember you can only trust your senses up to a point. Sometimes we forget that our senses are what they are: taste, touch, feel, sight, hearing. They can only just, whatever I see, I see. Whatever I hear. Whatever you see or hear or taste or touch. They are limited. They're limited for everybody. However, if you have a spiritual perception in life, the senses become something much larger, much bigger, much more fully evolved within you. As I was doing this talk today, I said, this feels like show and tell in grade school. So you always want to remember, oh, I feel a certain way, but then overlay it or infuse it from your spiritual perception. And that comes about through our tools that we use that provide the spiritual perceptions that we have. Take, for instance, falling in love. A person feels giddy. They describe it as, I can't get him or her out of my mind. They're excited, happy. They feel a strong physical attraction or connection. Their heart is racing. They have butterflies in their stomach. This is how they describe it. This is why now those are the feelings. This is why some truth teachers recommend that when you fall in love, you got to step back a minute and ask the question, can I rise in love? And then what they're saying is apply the principles, the spiritual principle, to the feeling that you have about falling in love. Good for today. It's a good example since we are moving into fall. So that's what some teachers recommend. So each of the senses can be viewed and experienced through the lens of spiritual seeing, spiritual hearing, spiritual touch, tasting, and smelling. Applying spiritual truth to any of these senses through prayer, meditation, writing, or just being still and going within allows for new and profound insight. I found I wanted to share more of my Japanese experience with some objects we received as gifts along the way. We received so many gifts. Every time you turn around, someone was giving you a gift. Reverend T.K., who was the leader of the group, the Buddhist priest, has a sister who is an artist who lives, of course, in Japan. Every time she saw us, she just came laden down. She and her helpers or friends with gifts for everyone. So we were just giving gifts of all kinds. Which made me think about this scripture in Matthew 6. Do not store up treasures on earth where moth and rust destroy and where thieves break in and steal, but store up for yourself treasures in heaven where moth and rust do not destroy and where thieves do not break in and steal, but where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. The treasures I want to carry into the autumn months are filled with what I do want to store on earth. Oh, I want to keep this because it reminds me of this. I want to keep the other because it reminds me of that person. I want to keep this trinket because it reminds me of that particular shrine. Yes, there are many that I would want to store upon earth. These treasures have nothing to do with heavenly treasures, the treasures of the kingdom within. That's why we are urged in the scripture to store in heaven, where nothing can come in and steal it or rot it or destroy it in any way. The treasures of the kingdom within. So I'm going to start with the first one. I'm going to just share one or two. In fact, I had this on last week, but I didn't mention it. Can you see it?
Yes.
Great. This is called a Kesa, Kesa. And it is first it's worn by Buddhist priests and monks during ceremonies. The word itself also applies to a much larger garment that they also wear that's called a kisa. And those are brocaded and they are beautiful. And but they use them in their ceremonies. Now, this is easy and nice, and I like it better than robe that we do, our traditional robes and all that kind of stuff, or collars that we collar scars that we use. I prefer those. The less, the better for me, because I feel that they do a form of separation that I don't think is particularly good in spiritual and religious studies and performance and work. But this is what they use and this is what they wear. And they can be very, very expensive. I don't know what this costs, but good enough for me. So we were all happy to receive one, and they gave them to all of us, regardless of whether or not you were among the clergy. So everyone got them as a souvenir. Number 2. Can you see this?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. This is a Japanese type lantern. I don't know what it's made out of. I thought maybe paper mache, but I'm not sure. However, after the Hiroshima ceremony on the evening of the August 6th, and it had gotten dark, we were given this during the day, and so we carried it around with us all day. But then when the ceremony was over, we were given a tea light and put in the middle, and then the whole thing was put in a bag that could float on the river. And And when it got dark, people began to release these candlelit paper lanterns, and they floated down the river as part of their ceremony, which was to remember those who were victims in the bombing and to pray for world peace. It was a beautiful sight. We weren't able to stay so that each of us could place our own in the river. It was thousands of people. And we could not stand on line and wait our turn. So they gave them to the officials and they put them in for us. But it was sometimes when you go to American ceremonies, people get to talking, or they're eating ice cream, or they stop to get this or that. It was not like that at all because they're waiting their turn. Not at all. They were quiet. They were respectful. And they just waited slowly until they could put their own lantern into the river. Now, the feeling of that is what I carry. The sight, yes, but the feeling that they had for why they were doing this and the meaning of why they were doing it was very meaningful. How this survived the airplane ride, I have no idea, in my suitcase. But not bad considering. Number 3. They have a practice in Buddhism and in the Shinto religion, which is the religion of Japan, the official religion, called sutra writing. And so we went to a ceremony place where you could do your own sutra writing. I would liken it unto if we were to say, or I was to give you paper and pen and create a quiet space, a meditative space, and with the instructions to you that you would have this quiet space of meditation. And when you came out of the space, you would begin to write. And what you would write, you would do it immediately. You wouldn't think about it. Whatever was there, you write. And that's your message from within. In the sutra, what they do is they are writing the sayings of the Buddha, because they say the Buddha is in everyone. The dog, too. So each of us were given an opportunity to do our own sutra. And this is mine. And you go from right to left, of course, and then sign your name. Now, the sutra is in a very faded gray, and you copy it. First, you get quiet and still. I could read the instructions, but you get quiet and still. You take a few minutes, meditative minutes, and then you're encouraged to begin to copy from right to left what you copy. Now, this is a statement or saying, I think they had another word for it, of the Buddha. No one's is the same because it's impossible unless you are a calligrapher, I guess, to copy it perfectly. So you do that. You're encouraged to just copy it and don't try to copy it perfectly. So some of the translations that they listed on the instructions are these: being one with the Buddha, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Our true nature is eternal, joyous, selfless, and pure. And Bob shows a picture of the woman who did a sutra. She did this at a ceremony unrelated to this, but she did it automatically. She did it in the moment at a, just like that. While we were there, it was a musical concert. And she did her feeling in regards to the sutra. So it's like a free association, spiritual message from the Buddha in you. Whereas we would say, if we were to do the same experience, we would say the Christ in us. Bob has a picture of yours truly on a rickshaw ride. We went to a temple, a long walk. And the rickshaw driver took that picture and then took afterwards another picture. Now show them the second one. Huh? And you have one. You have one more. You don't have the one with the object in my hand? That was the first one I gave you. Oh. But anyway, the driver, you see that object in the back? He had me put my hand out and it was sitting right in my hand. It was very clever. So this was on my way back. I walked the length. I didn't go the full length of the to see the whole temple. I went to the entrance and then I took the ride back. Now to apply our scripture references to the examples I have chosen. The kisa, accessory, is one of many objects man has created to separate himself from the masses. Those chose not to wear scarves, collars, or robes is one of the things that drew me to unity. The scripture clearly states, be conscious of what I am storing up in my mind. I want to store true thoughts, true feelings in my heart that become true actions. The second was to remember the victims at Hiroshima. I cannot be for revenge and peace at the same time. I don't think any of us can be. On one hand, I pray for peace, but on the other hand, I have thoughts of revenge, or he really should have his comeuppance because of what he or she may be doing. That those two opposites cannot be in our mind at the same time. Yet we express them, and I'm one of them. We express them and we do articulate them. However, as truth students, we cannot fool ourselves into thinking, I cannot fool myself into thinking that this is perfectly okay as a truth student. It is not. I cannot be for revenge and peace at the same time. I cannot live with two masters. If I try to, I will not be able to retain my individual integrity. If you choose to live a life of anxiety about the present moment and collect the props that go with it, then your faith in the divinity as you is compromised. God as you is compromised. This is always the challenge, to demonstrate more of who and what we truly are. God's creation, pure and simple, full stop. Think thoughts that endure. Your inner life is more powerful than food, clothing, and shelter. Applying your spiritual thoughts to your senses is your spiritual power. Blessings, everyone. We'll now have our prayer requests. and then move into our tithe and offering. We once again still ourselves and think of the richness of life and the revelations that have come through God's creation. Other people in other lands. And the message is always the same. We are one. One in mind, body, and spirit. We lift these words and pray that each and every day, more and more, come into the awareness of oneness with spirit, in coming into their own awareness. It opens the door for others to become one, to know their oneness, to live as it was intended for all to live, as children of spirit, children of God, happy and prosperous and healed. We know this to be the truth. And we give thanks for being in the awareness of this truth and commit ourselves to living this truth daily. We say yes to it and amen. And now we think about the gift that we would share with Unity in Harlem. We give thanks for all those who give. Give from the bounty of the universe they live in. We bless you and see you continuing to prosper in all that you do and say. As you give, so you receive. Give lavishly. You receive lavishly. The prayer that we share each Sunday, affirming our giving, is on the screen, and we will share these words now, and then you will say them with me after. Divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. Shall we know it together? Divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. So be it. This in our, oh no, you're right, excuse me. Orrin will come forward and give us our announcements.
Hi, everyone. As promised, I'm here to give the announcements, which are follow, which Unity in Harlem Zoom connection, 698-428-2725. And by phone, 929-205-6099. Both with a passcode of 777-7777 and 77. This Tuesday study group begins September 8th, and they'll be studying Finding Yourself in Transition by Robert Burnett. Friday, Unity in Harlem Prayer Circle returns September 12th between 6 and 7 p.m. I'm doing this in reverse. Unity in Harlem conduct meditations at Pillars every Thursday at 12 noon. The call link is 212-222-3470. Unity in Harlem also offers meditation at Morehouse for older adults every Thursday at 3 p.m. I don't have a date for when it will resume, but I'm sure they'll resume sometime in September. Okay. Anyone wishing to speak with the minister about a personal matter, feel free to call 646-481-1844. The theme for September talks will be navigating change. What's change got to do with it? And on Thursday, September 11th at 6:30 p.m., the World Day of Prayer, titled Be Still and Know. Affirm, in the stillness, I awaken to divine wisdom. This can be accessed with the Zoom connection. Again, 698-428-2725. Okay, those are the announcements, and I'll turn this mic over to Marie for our song of inspiration. Thank you.
Thank you, Orrin Hercules. As usual, you're a wonderful light in our presence, as well as Carol J. Hunt, who's so generously shared her experiences traveling the globe. Let's sing this song called My Dedication Here I am, Lord, use me, guide me, fill me, take me, lead me by your will. It's in your program. Gonna start right in. Here I am, Lord, use me, guide me, fill me, take me, lead me by your will. Here I am, Lord, ready to follow, to serve you, to love you, to follow, to serve you, to love you, to be you in this world. Thy will is done through me this day. 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 Lord, you call. Lord, you call. I answer. I'm open. I listen. I hear you. I feel you moving me. Lord, I come closer. Humble, surrendered, lifted, committed to your plan. Thy will is done through me this day. 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 Here I am, Lord. Lord, I come. You're always so proximate to that greatness, that peace, that beauty that's exhibited to us every day in nature and in our blessed communion with God, Jesus Christ. Amen. Amen. All right. It is time for the prayer of protection. Yes. You got it. Here we go.
Together, everyone. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
All right. And the peace song. Everybody, congratulations on your Labor Day weekend. Also, enjoy yourselves. enjoy the unity with one another, making each person as big as they can be. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let it begin with all of us. Thank you so much for joining us today. We had a great time. Okay. Have a great week.